Hey, what's up? So today we'll be testing Acelink Armor hard plates. We'll be testing level 3 standalone, level 3 in conjunction with, and level 4 in conjunction with. Alright, let's do it.
This is the level 3 in conjunction with, as opposed to the standalone. So there's your level 3 standalone. We had a level 3 standalone we shot first.
Yeah.
Then we had a level 4 in conjunction with, which is a ceramic plate, and then this is
like that one.
This is a level 3 in conjunction with. Multi-hit 223s. Multi-hit. The 3 rounds, which was in the same spot, pretty much, did not punch through. But multi-rounds obviously do. Multi, and I shot 14 rounds at it. The 7.62, so yeah. Ultimately it did. So let me see that real quick. So this.
So I'm still inclined to go with the first thing.
So 223. So 223 multi-round definitely goes through, obviously. The 7.62 starts to punch through, but I don't think it actually did. Maybe a little bit of frag.
You're good.
And then the 9. The 9's all captured up in there. Multi-hit 9, nothing to it. And the multi-hit 45 is all round up in there as well.
Nice.
So your multi-hit, the only thing that's your 223 round.
Yeah. Yeah, I was 14 rounds in the same spot though.
Yeah, in a old spot. So
yeah, I want to die at that point.
Yeah. I wish we would have shot that level 3
with 5.56.
With 7.62, or put multi rounds on that. But it stopped the 3 rounds. It just didn't stop the multi. But it stopped all the multi. And pretty good. I mean, that's very much deformation for 45. So. So obviously this is your So this is your single 308 round.
Yep.
Which sprawl 1, 2, maybe 3 levels, 4, 5, 6, 7 levels, but you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 or 8 levels it did not punch through.
Yep.
Really bad deformation obviously on it, but it's a big round. So your multi-hit 9mm. Multi-hit 9mm barely.
Yeah, like
two layers.
Yeah.
That's it. 2 layers. 45 multi-hit. Right? Yeah. So shoot, look at your 45 multi-hit. Didn't even push through the first layer.
Nice.
Your 45 multi-hit's all right here in the cover.
Yep. That's cool.
And your 9mm only went through barely through the second layer. This, let's see, what was, this was the, no, sorry. That was the single, that was the 3, now this is the multi-knit up here, which is still through the first 2 layers. They're all caught up. A little bit more deformation than the 45, which surprises me. So your big one, obviously, your single round, your 3 223 rounds. It's hard to tell how far you punch through. But there's frag halfway through. So the 3 single 223 rounds probably went through half-ish way, 3/4. That stopped. Yep. It wasn't until obviously later into the 14, 15 rounds that you started getting punched through, because that's just yours running out of fibers.
You lost the integrity of it.
Yeah. So this is the one I'm curious about. So 7.62 by 39, right? The 8K round?
Yep.
So your first round did not go through. That's your first round. Or one of the rounds didn't go through. This one here went through about half of it and then stopped. Your round 2 went about 3/4 of the way through. And then round 3, the last round, just started. It didn't actually penetrate, but it did start to poke through. So you might have some shrapnel in your, might have some shrapnel. You can see it was only the one hole. So you had a little bit of, on the 3rd round, you had some push through. But it definitely stopped one round of it, and even the 2nd round.
Again, this is level 3.
Yeah. In conjunction with.
Yeah.
So that's actually pretty good. That's a pretty good stop to stop an AK round.
Cool.
That level 3 stamp would probably stop all 3 of them per se, but 3 rounds. 223 rounds stopped with decent push through, and they were 1, 2, 3, 4 levels short. So 4 layers short of the back is where the 223s push through to. And you can see pieces of them, which means they broke up well and it still held everything together. The 308 punched through, but we believe that was probably the 2nd or 3rd round in the same spot.
Same spot, yeah.
That's why the snipers.
Yeah.
You can see there's pieces of the 308 round in here, so it did stop a majority of it. This is the one single 308 round by itself, which it stopped very well. Just had a pretty good punch deformation on the back. I'm into the middle of the plate and still no handgun stuff. Okay. So
That's the 308 right
this
there.
is 308. So that's the one single 308 round.
Yep.
So it went through about to the middle layer of the plate. Didn't penetrate past that. Yeah, so it went to about the 6th layer, punched through solid, but then stopped completely. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9 more layers behind that, which is good. The 2-2, oh, we talked about 223 already. Still not into any handgun. Pretty good deformation in the front, but so your 9mm push through 1, 2 layers. Stopped at the 3rd layer. You can see full pieces in here. Your 45, full solid pieces at the 2nd layer.
That's right.
full rounds at the second layer. So that third one, so that went through. One kind of hit the edge, but it still only went through to about 4 layers. But everything else is in there, which means you're not getting a lot of bounce off, which is good. The 30-30. This is all that 9mm. So this is the full mag of 9mm in this same spot. 1, 2, 3, and about layer. That was 15 rounds. Rapid fire, kind of on the same spot. Went through about. The last couple rounds went through 5, 6 layers, and then kind of all caught up in here.
Very shitty day of your life.
Yeah.
So pretty good deformation, but it's 15 rounds pretty rapidly in the same spot. I didn't punch through. They only went through it's about 6 layers, and they're stopped. And then the 30-30, 6, they're embedded in here. About 7 layers, 8 layers before they're stopped. So about halfway. So the only failure you had was the 308 multi-round in the same spot.
Yeah.
The 308 single round had pretty good deformation. That would mess up your chest pretty good.
It will stop it.
But it will stop it. Problem is, once it breaks up, the question is, I don't know what's punching through, if it's bullet or if it's this stuff.
Pushing frag through.
Pushing frag through. Because the 45, you can see, the 45 is wrapped up
Pretty good.
in here
In there.
pretty decently. So there's 45 rounds down here, but they're deep down in here. They're definitely deeper than they were on the standalone.
This was already garbage. This was already broken up.
Right.
This was just
Right.
dust.
And the good news is, up to 1045 rounds, we only ate 1.
Correct.
So, I mean, ultimately,
But we put 15. We only had the only penetration we had on the level 3 standalone was a multi-strike 308 round.
In the same spot.
yeah. Yeah.
And that 308 is pushing way faster than the 45
Yeah.
or the 9. So if it's single, this was the first round here,
Yeah, that stopped.
and it stopped it, and you know what else it did too is it stopped it, and there's hardly any deformation on the back.